Hi, everyone. I wanted to start up a new series that I could use to explain things about my OCs. I'll be doing this for all of my OCs and for two different settings, Demon Slayer and Genshin, because those are the only universes I have them with a backstory and everything. I'm going to start with Catherine in the Demon Slayer universe because her backstory has already kinda been shown in my If My OCs Were in Demon Slayer series. Catherine grew up with two parents and lived well with them and her siblings. She didn't originally want to be a demon slayer. The demon attacks weren't close to her village, so she didn't worry about them. Her life in the village was pretty calm. She used to play with a younger girl named Sayuri. They were practically siblings. Sayuri even did her hair in a similar way to Catherine's, pigtails. One time they went out to pick some herbs for Sayuri's mother because she had fallen ill. They ended up bumping into an injured demon slayer on their way back to the village. They patched up his wounds and allowed him to stay in the village to recover. Catherine began to worry that the demons were slowly getting closer to their village. She decided she should at least try to become a demon slayer, so if an attack came, she would at least be able to hold off some demons. Her parents weren't the most supportive. They told her that they didn't want her risking her life fighting demons that weren't going to get them as long as they stayed in their village. They ended up having an argument and Catherine stayed with Sayuri after the argument, not wanting to face her parents. Catherine trained under the demon slayer, who had been staying in their village recovering. Sayuri's family helped her get a Nichiren blade for final selection. Once final selection came, she was ready to pass and come back a proud demon slayer. Alright, as you can assume, Catherine passed final selection. She met Kyojuro Rengoku. They promised to keep in touch through their crows and to update each other on any good news they had. When she returned to the village, she went to go see her family. Her siblings congratulated her, but her parents were hesitant to do so. They still weren't on board on her being a demon slayer. A few months later, Catherine fought her first demon when she received a message from Rengoku regarding a demon attack. It was relatively close to Catherine's village, so she left during the night to find it. Once she took out the demon, she was proud of herself and rushed home to tell her parents that she was strong enough to be a demon slayer. Instead of praise, her parents scolded her. They had told her that they had been worried all night because she had disappeared with no note. They ended up having another argument about Catherine being a demon slayer. Catherine left the village that night and didn't end up returning. The way Catherine ended up becoming a Hashira is actually quite simple, so this section is short. She didn't fight one of the 12 Kazuki, she ended up killing 50 demons. It took her around 4 years to be a Hashira. She ended up seeing Rengoku again once she joined the Hashira's ranks. She also ended up becoming good friends with Mitsuri, who Rengoku introduced to her. Mitsuri reminded her a bit of Sayuri because they both had a big appetite. Sticking close to Mitsuri meant she ended up having an okay relationship with Obanai. Shinobu didn't seem to mind her. Guillaume reminded her of an older brother, so she tended to go to him when she had issues. They usually meditated together. She would sometimes hang around Muichiro when she wasn't with Rengoku or Mitsuri. She found that he was a good person to talk to. Probably because he would blank out while she talked, which meant he wouldn't judge her, except every so often when he would pipe in to call her out on a decision. She found it a bit hard to be friends with Tomioka because she couldn't find him a lot of times. He was usually out. And she couldn't quite get along with Sanemi because he terrified her. His eyes specifically. Okay, last part. I don't want to mention my OC's deaths because I don't want to spoil arcs that aren't in the anime yet. Maybe I'll make a video about it down the line, but I'm not sure yet. Anyways, Catherine's breathing style is ice breathing. The ice breathing forms are found in the link below, which will take you to the wiki where they explain them. Catherine, herself, has a special move that she will occasionally use in a tight spot. I based it off of ice skating moves because that is the base of Catherine herself. You'll find it being more prominent in my Genshin video on her. I'll put a visual of an actual ice skater, so you guys can kinda get an idea. So, Katherine had the Nichiren material implemented into her shoes, similar to Shinobu, but they resemble more of an ice skate. First, she kicks up with her shoe and then twirls, similar to a triple axel, to slice off a demon's head or weaken them so she can slice off their head with her proper sword. Alright, guys. Congrats on finishing the video. Next time, I'll be explaining Katherine in the Genshin universe. If you guys have any questions regarding Katherine in the Demon Slayer universe, feel free to ask. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.